about dancing. I don't think I've ever interviewed you where you were hiding an ice pack on your neck.
I know, right? I'm hiding it. Don't look. No, that's cool.
Explain.
Old things. I have a bulging disc in my vertebrae, and I just decided to become inflamed today. It's okay. Like Emmett said today, if you can't play through the pain, you can't play the game, so it's all right.
All right, fair enough. Shawn and Derek, your scores more than anybody else mystified the judges because you got one of the lowest scores for the night and a 10 among the highest. So I'm not quite sure. It seemed like they all liked your dance, but Len had a little an irritant. But you promised him something next week.
Well, I've reached the point now. I'm like, okay, now it's kind of personal now. Like 2 weeks in a row, it was an 8. Like, come on. Last time I checked, I thought it was an all-star season. I don't know. I think he wants to revert back to old, like, season 6 stuff. I don't know.
You have to concentrate here on this show, but tonight is a little different. This storm on the East Coast kept popping up into the show. What do you think that did to, I don't know, the mood of the evening, or were everybody's thoughts on someone they know on the East Coast? Have you been texting friends?
I think it just put it all into perspective a little more. I don't think everybody wanted us to think that we were, too focused on this to know that there's bigger things going on the other side. And when people kept doing it, it's because they genuinely cared. We're really thinking about everybody on the East Coast because they're going through a tragedy while we're having fun.
Well, you know what, as well, my sister's out there right now. She's in Manhattan, and she's sending me pictures of what's going on out there, and it's crazy and it's scary because it's just a big city, but it reminds me that they go through this every year out there in the East Coast, and we're lucky, we're fortunate that we don't really have any extreme weather out here to worry about. But it just reminds me, out, New Orleans and all them in Florida and everybody out there, they go through it every single year. And, my hat goes off to everybody out there each year.
I know that you said you don't want to talk about scores and all that stuff, but here you are in the 4th position. You have left medal territory, Shawn. What does your heart say about that?
It's not really about the scores, but I was a little critical of myself because I made a mistake and it's kind of eating at me. So
it's okay. Nobody would have saw it. Nobody saw it. I love that last kick though. She forgot her solo a little bit. It was just like I was like, keep going, child. Keep going.
I thought you had a great kick at the beginning of the dance. But look, every once in a while I'll come to the show with a surprise. You get tonight's surprise. I got this T-shirt in the mail today, and I said no one should have this except Shawn Johnson just in time for Halloween. Derek, hold the mic.
Hold this, sir. Let's check this out. Here it comes. Drum roll, please.
Yes!
I'm not sure. I'm fun size. Yeah!
I am fun.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's a perfect description of me.
Yeah, you're not short. You're just fun size. I can fit you in my pocket, right?
Yeah. It's like the candy bars that come in the fun size. It's the perfect size.
It's a bite size, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what Shawn is.
Thank you so much.
My sister's actually out there right now in Manhattan. She's sending me pictures outside the windows, and it's like dark. It's like a ghost town out there. And it's. I was saying, of course, we're covering it so much because it's New York, of course. I mean, it's wild to have such a crazy event happen. It's such a big city. But, it just reminds me of what the East Coast go through every year, and it's amazing that they do this. We're so lucky out here because we don't really have any extreme weather. But the fact that they all come together and get through is amazing. I just wish them all the best out there.
I do. I have a really close family out there, so I called them this morning and they were describing the winds and everything, and it doesn't even hit till 9 tonight. But keeping them in our prayers. He's doing better. It was pretty bad at the beginning of the week, and I think I was more just overwhelmed with the deja vu of everything I've already gone through than the pain of it. Considering my knee is what took me out of the Olympic run, it was emotional, and I was terrified to relive that again. I came back here because I couldn't finish the Olympics, and then not being able to finish this because of the same reason crushed me. So it's getting better. So. It's different. It's like it's random things, but as soon as I feel it, I mean, it's It's like someone once stabs me in the back of the knee. Took me back too much. The first thought I had was the Olympics, and I mean I lived 2 full years in training, just constantly having to deal with pain and push it out of my mind, and being as that's what took me out of the Olympics, feeling that again was devastating. The first thought I had was not again, pretty much, but the thought of that taking me out of this, I hated it. I got overwhelmed, and as you can see, I got really emotional, and I mean the pain on top of it, it crushed me. A lot of adrenaline helps, but no, I've been doing therapy all week, and it's just going to be maintenance of keeping my body healthy and paying attention to it, but it'll be something that'll be there for the rest of the season. It's always the little things that get you hurt.